Well, today's little situation is RV propane alarm that's been giving me trouble. Well, since I've owned the RV, I had the RV for 5 years, and this makes the third one I've went through. And I get tired to keep buying these things. And the aggravating thing about them, it seems like I get about a little over a year or so out of them, maybe 2 at the most, and they start going off, and there's nothing going on. It's a false alarm. So, in fact, even this one here, when I bought it, I always wrote the date on them, January of 2016. It's now 2017. It's now September, but it seemed like it started acting up false alarms about March, somewhere in that range. So, of course, I called the manufacturer, and they said, well, check for low battery. And, of course, that wasn't the situation. That's why I made myself a little note on there to always check for low battery if it gives a false alarm. Because the only suggestion they had is to buy another one. And the fact it only has a 1-year warranty don't seem like it's very long for something like that. And I think they suggest replacing them after 5 or 6 years regardless. But another thing I didn't like about this design is the fact you don't have any readouts. Don't tell you, it just starts going off. You don't know how many parts per million is what's going on. So I got to research and I said, well, I need something. I need some sort of system to monitor the propane in the RV in case there's a leak. So I went online, looked at these again, but these are like $60, I think. What makes them odd and unique is the fact they're powered by 12 volts. And that's what this is here. Took it apart just being curious. But fortunately, I have a solar system with an inverter, so I always, which I never turn off. It's on 12 months out of the year, so I always keep my batteries up. So there's multiple outlets in my RV that stay 110 volts year round. So after doing a little research, I decided to go with this little device. This is made by kitty, gas, and carbon monoxide alarm. So it monitors, propane, also carbon monoxide. And what I really like about it is it's got a digital readout. So if I do have an alarm, I can tap the button and I can see what's going on. It'll give me a readout in parts per million. And it says here, at some point in time I had CO2 of 38, which maybe I had the RV running and the door open. It wasn't enough to trip the alarm, but at least it did give me a digital readout. Where with this one, you got nothing. It could have went off, and I don't have, of course with CO2 you ain't gonna smell nothing anyway, or carbon monoxide. So, but at least with this, I can see where my reading is and know if I have a dangerous situation or if it was just something minor due to the fact the door was open. So I've got this working in my RV, and of course the way I've done it, of course it tells you to mount them down low, which I'm going to. And this is the original one was mounted right down here, which I'll put this back just to fill up the hole, and then I'll take this one and probably mount it right in here. And of course, fortunately for me, like I said, I got a solar system, so I have AC voltage all the time. So that's where I'll have this tucked in here, and it'll always be powered on year round. But I got to thinking about, what if maybe some people out there that don't have a solar system, but what if you had, just a travel trailer and all you had was 12 volts, no inverter? And I believe this will work, because this also does have a 9-volt battery backup. Somewhere here, you can pop this lid off, there's a 9-volt battery in there. So in case of AC failure, it will still monitor off the 9-volt battery until the 9-volt battery goes dead. But they do have, and I've used these before, they're called voltage reducers. You can get them on Amazon. I believe you can get one that's a 12 volt to 9 volt reducer, like $6.99. So you could get one of those and wire it in here yourself, and I believe that would work just fine also. So it might be a solution for somebody. I've used those for different items in the past, where it's a lower voltage 6 volt 9 volt adapter or whatever, and I want to keep it powered all the time off a 12 volt system. Get one of those low voltage reducers. And so it works out well. So anyway, oh yeah, and the warranty too. Let's get this thing down here. I can't remember if I said that this comes with a 5-year warranty. So I like that about it. And I only had a 1 year. And then also I believe after 7 years it's going to start beeping at you. For the very first time you plug it up, it's got a 7-year life. After 7 years it starts beeping, telling you to replace it. So And I think these tell you they should be replaced regardless after 5 years. They time out. So far I've had this plugged up and working for about 2 months now. It's working great. And so that's been my solution to my problem. So maybe this will help someone else out. Have a great day.